Do you believe it can happen fast? I mean, honestly, do you believe it's possible? I'm going to cover that in a little bit. First, I'm going to say hello to my chat members, my inner circle, my super chatters. Hello, each and every one of you. Melody, Ryba, love you. Arthur, you're in my thoughts and prayers. Hi, Bill, Craig, Matthew, my son, awesome. Randy, Sandy, Elijah, great to see you again, Elijah. I just got off of Zoom. Hi, Jody. Hi, Dustin. Craig, love and appreciate you so much. Jerome, and wow, we're there already. Hello, everybody. My name is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's title is Do you believe that it can happen fast? Do you believe it can happen fast? Now, one of the things I want to share with each and every one of you is the best subject on this happening fast is again the running of the mile. So we not only have the World Games, but we also have the Olympics. And here's the funny thing. Do you guys realize that scientists, like, hey, you got to follow the science. They were like, listen, there's no way that a person can run a mile in this amount of time. And so all of a sudden, I believe it was Bannister out there that was like, everybody was running the mile. And it's like, it's physically impossible to run it any faster. This is the world record, and that's it is. So all of a sudden, when Bannister, I believe the name was, ran and broke the record, do you guys know that the record has been broken ever since? Because once the world realized that the scientists and the math and all the stuff that everybody is saying, when someone finally found out that it was a lie, then everyone's mind opened up. And now all of a sudden, every time the mile went go. I mean, I just heard recently that a couple of athletes right now, the male and the female, that competed in the World Games preparing for the Olympics, they both broke the world record again. So now we constantly, hear these, stats where people keep getting faster and faster and faster. But it's like that in everything. So why does everybody always look at the world and they look at the average numbers? Because the average people don't do anything. I have to do an income disclosure because I have to say the government makes me say, the company I work for needs to follow the laws in the United States. And I tell people about the incredible things that are happening, not only for me, but in my team. And they say, oh my God, that's so outlandish. You got to tell people, listen, the typical person doesn't do anything. They're lazy. They're compliant. They have excuse-itis. They have victimitis. They've got learned hopelessness. Yeah, the typical person doesn't do anything. That's why the average person makes $54,000 a year for a household, not an individual, a household. And if we took worldwide, the average person makes what? $8 a day? $8 a day. So with my story, I'm getting in this industry, and it's so crazy because I grew up in motorsports. I went to North Dakota College of Science. Yeah, an engineer. And our whole entire goal, 24 hours a day, is get the car to run faster. Get the car to run faster. Get the car to run faster. Do you guys hear what I'm saying? Everything that has to do with motorsports is doing it faster, getting there quicker, getting to the finish line quicker. So my whole life was raised around fast, quarter mile. I remember when scientists said, listen, it's physically impossible. It's science. You can't make a car go 3 city blocks, a quarter mile, and go over 300 miles an hour. It's not possible. No, they said 200 miles an hour. Until Big Daddy Gartlets broke that record. And then all of a sudden, all the cars, you can't even qualify unless you can do it at 200 miles an hour. And then we had then we had another person, right? That all of a sudden they hit 300 miles an hour. Now, if you went on Google right now and put in NHRA drag racing, it's 300, 310s, 320s, 330s. It's like, why is it that everyone works on these numbers? And thank you so much, Jody, for becoming an Inner Circle member. And again, Bill and also Elijah. Thank you so much for being a super chatter. Arthur, I love and appreciate you, man. Been praying for you big time. Thank you guys so much. I go into super deep depth in Inner Circle. And so that's why people like that. The show we did last night, you become an Inner Circle member, you watch that. But not to get off track, But even, my wife watches Big Brother and I watch it with her, right? And a lot of the competitions are, listen, you got to do this, this, and this. And the person that does it in the fastest time becomes head of household, right? So I get involved in this industry, right? And I'm working, listen, I'm just going to say it how it is. But I was learning from people that not only weren't documented, that wouldn't show me their documentation, but they've never helped anyone or documented anyone. See, I was ignorant. Ignorant means you don't know that you don't know. And I didn't think that, wow, when I became a mechanic, I wanted to work for the best team. Who's the best team? Team Penske, Rogers Penske. I wanted to work for the number one dealership, Longo Toyota, in Amani, California. See, for me, it was common sense that if I wanted to be the best, I had to be around the best. I had to learn from the best. And so I did that. And it was funny. I just got off a Zoom with Elijah. And I said, isn't it funny? I asked him, what's your favorite sport? He goes, football. I said, who's the GOAT? And he goes, Tom Brady. Oh. Unless you want to talk about defense. See what I mean? And it's like, wow, we know all these. So, I know Craig will post it in here, but it's like all of a sudden, you get in this mentality where I ask people, listen, if you're involved in this kind of marketing, who's the GOATs? Who's the GOATs and who's following and doing what they're doing? So I'm not going to talk about it here, but you got to go check it out, right? So then 2 weeks I struggle. I almost quit until I go to an event and someone said, why aren't you working with someone that's a super affiliate? Why aren't you working with someone that's documented? Why aren't you? And it was like, I never thought about that. I never thought, I understand it in racing, but I never thought that I should learn from people that are documented and helping other people become documented. So when I reached out to my mentor, Bill Gould, and he sits down with me on the video that I did yesterday, documented and available. This guy showed me his income, 62 grand. He hadn't even cashed a check yet. How many of you guys know people that back in the olden days when they made money, that they didn't cash a check until the next check came? He taught me how to do that. That was fun. So I'd walk up to people all the time and say, hand them an envelope, and they would open it up and it'd say 38,000. And they go, what's this? And I said, my check for last month. And you didn't cash it? No. All right. So once I met him, he introduced me to making it simple and compressing time frames. And he told me if I did what he did, that I could make $10,000 a month, just like all the people that he showed in his little flip book, their picture and a color copy of their check and a little folder. So he's telling me, Robert, I helped all these people make 10 grand a month. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, this is what you do, Robert. You say as little as possible to as many people as you can, as fast as you can. You do it with energy and excitement and dreaming of what you would do when you receive that money. And when you approach them, simply ask them to do you a huge personal favor. And so now with the internet, we got connect, give a gift, and then ask for a huge personal favor. And it's working like magic. Simple, easy to do, duplicatable. So that's what I did. And my first 30 days with him, I always talk about 45 days because 2 weeks I hung around people that didn't know what they're doing and I almost quit. But now I'm hanging around someone that knows what they're doing. And I'm going through people like crazy, man, because I needed to get set. My magic number was 70. I had to get 70 people to watch this video. That's all I was interested. Sorting. And I hit equal to what is a 25K. I did 27,000 of volume and I got $10,210. So now I've been doing that with people my whole entire career. My whole career, you can look at the people that I've done this with. People that are going, wow, the first thing they got to do is they can believe that if other people did it, they can do it. See, they're going, listen, how did you teach this person how to do it? I want to do that, right? And so I keep doing it over and over again with different groups and have helped 67 people earn over $1 million in commissions. And I've helped literally, no exaggeration, thousands of people to make 10 grand in their first 30, 60 days. So 5.5 years ago, my wife gets involved in MDC, March 6th of 2018. And I did the same thing. We got in the company, went, I believe, to 47,000 of volume. Didn't know about 50K. If I was focused, I just knew get a lot of people to do a little bit. My Melody Riba that's on this chat hit 25K. My wife hit 25K. Next month went to 50K. And our first 30 days in My Daily Choice, we made over 10 grand. In fact, we beat 10,210. I think it was 10,400 and something, right? So it's worked in every company that I've done. One company I did 50,000 in my first 50 days. So now, not only did I do it, but then I started teaching other people to do it. Because if I can do it and other people can do it, why can't you do it? Do you believe that it can happen that fast? Right? So it's not the amount of time that you've been in the company. Please listen to me. It doesn't make a difference how long you've been doing marketing. It doesn't make a difference how many companies you've been involved in. I've been in 19 companies. A lot of these trophies, like this one here, the nicest one, is with a company that no longer exists. This plaque is with a company that no longer exists. I've been in this unfortunate to build to the top position of some companies, and then things go stupid. The owners mess up, the companies go out of business, right? And so for a while, I got into a lot of startups. Now I don't want to be a guinea pig. And so now all of a sudden you guys are hearing, if you're part of my Facebook, it's Robert Hollis, Facebook.com, giving it forward. I know Craig will post it below here. And so now all of a sudden I'm building with this Nigerian group, and Joshua Daramella sends me this today. Are you guys seeing that? So, think about this. All right. September, December, January, February, March, May, 1K. Then he went 5K, did 69,000 in sales. Then the next month, 95,000. So now Joshua Amasku, Maj, Joshua Daramella, there's a number of people that have already made over $10,000 in US money. $10,000 in US money in their first 60 days in the company. Mosh and Joshua, they went from, 10K their first month, 25K their second month, 50K their third month. And I was sharing this with Elijah. Do you guys realize if you hit 50,000, that's $9,100. Excuse me. That's $99,100 and upfront rank bonuses, not counting the rest of their income. So if you keep hearing people break records and the records happen this month, there are people that get involved in this company and they look at my back office and they go, you know what? If you did it, I can do it. If other people did it, there's 20 people that got this 7-figure plaque. And then there's people out there that will watch this video live and recorded, and they go, it's, this is going to take forever. It's going to take forever for me it's gonna take a long time. I'm a slow learner. I really don't like myself. I don't like other people. I know it's a people business, but I don't, I really, don't like people. It's just like, so I don't know if this is going to work for me. I'll try it. I'll try it. And I'm like, hey, don't bother. Don't bother. Because I did an interview and you guys can see it. I'm going to post one here. But this is a video that Moss just did. And, I can even learn from people. So I usually document my income. But in this short video to watch Mosh show 1K, 5K, 10K, 25K, 50K. And then he talks for a couple of minutes about the product that they're marketing with gas, FFX. And then what he does is he shows all his people's rank advancements. Hey, I got a 50K, I got a lot of 25Ks, I got a lot of 10Ks, I got a lot of 5Ks, I got a lot of 1Ks. And the whole video is like less than 5 minutes long. My God. So, do you want to follow people that do this slow or never? Because in an interview that I did with Joshua Daramella, I showed him the theoretical example. It's underneath the video. And he explains that I said, well, I don't understand why didn't it work before? And he said, I didn't believe. I didn't believe that your simple way of doing this business would work. I didn't believe it. But then I seen you doing it with other people, and then all of a sudden I believed. And then when I did your connect, gift, ask, which he talks about in the video, when I decided that I could do that, then I find the right people at the right time. I worked with people that weren't motivated and negative, showed them a theoretical example, and got them excited enough to introduce me to the best people they know. It's over 6,000 people, I think they brought in the business in the last 90 days. 6,000 people. And if you guys see the theoretical, you need 555 people, on subscription, buying premium quality products every month to make $5,000, that's $60,000 a year. That's more than the average household of people that are working in the United States. So it can happen fast, but you got to believe. You have to believe that it can happen fast. I believe that it could happen fast because I was learning from someone that showed me people that he helped that did it fast. Is this what that person did? Is that what this person did? Yeah. Wait a minute. I can connect with people, give them a gift, build a rapport, get them to know, like, and trust me, and then ask them if they would do me a huge favor. Do you know anyone that would like to make some extra money? Here's my mentor documenting it. Shows you how to create a free account, just like you did with Amazon. Do you know that Amazon makes $4 billion a month because all the free people, 200 million of them, decided to upgrade to Prime? 200 million. So yeah, the free model and the subscription does work. Other people are going to tell you it doesn't, but ask them to see their back office and then ask them who they've helped, get to 10 grand. And when they say, I'm not showing you, that means, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you show your documentation? Documentation beats conversation. I love and appreciate you. I believe in you. And I believe that you can work on the psychology so that you believe that this can happen. It's not about you, it's about finding other people that need to supplement the magic of part time to turn into profit, to turn into a rank advance, and then duplicate that. If you keep that philosophy right, it works. If you think that it's something else, you might struggle a little bit. So do me a huge personal favor. I'd really appreciate it. Share this video with other people that don't believe that it can happen fast, because you can talk to people that made it go fast and they are going to tell you a very simple way of doing it. But if you don't believe, you won't do it. And if you don't believe, you'll change it and you'll make it complicated, and then confused people do nothing. And when confused people do nothing and make no money, then they quit, and you just keep duplicating that. See, that's a loop of insanity. You just keep doing it and you just keep doing it. You just keep doing it. It's like, wow, really? If it's not working, change something. So if no one's giving you permission to believe and give you permission to be successful and happy, let me do that, because my mentors inspired me. I didn't believe that it could be done until he showed me a bunch of other people that he helped do it. So I love and appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow on the Ask Me Anything, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern time. And any one of you can come on there and ask me anything you want. You also can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Robert Hollis, and click on Ask Me Anythings, because we've been doing Ask Me Anythings for over a year. And we just went over 1,000 videos. So we're serious for free on how to show you how to get this right, how to get this right, and how to get the process right. Love you and believe in you, and see you soon. Have a great day.